If you like the video, then please consider supporting Slope's Game Room on Patreon. As you may or may not know, marketing is my 9-to-5 job outside of YouTube. If it wasn't for my previous job roles in sales and marketing, I highly doubt that my channel would be the size that it is. I'm fairly open in discussing this, and I have done several times in the past on different podcasts and Q&As. Some people agree, and some people don't. But that's fine. We all have our own ways of working our way up the YouTube ladder. Oh, and by the way, the quicker you learn that sub for sub doesn't work, the better. I personally really enjoy discussing these ideas with people, even though it can be a bit of a controversial topic. Why? Because nobody, including myself, likes to be sold to. And sadly, there are quite a few gaming companies out there that don't quite understand this. Sure, they all need to literally sell and build interest in their brand to basically stay alive and pay their staff, which in return will hopefully offer you better games to play in the future. But there is a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Since the very beginning of video games past, companies have done their best to make you aware of their company's name through all of the standard processes of TV advertisements and eventual video game magazine adverts. However, as controversial as some of those may be, it was always the game companies that tried something a little bit different that really did stand out from the crowd. As you know, nowadays there are an ever-growing group of individuals who call themselves achievement hunters, playing and in some utter mad cases buying games simply to build up their achievement scores, their virtual trophy cabinets, or even their stamp collection. Anyone remember those? Well, I wanted to know what came before it. Surely nothing, right? It was the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 era of gaming with its online capability that really kicked it all off, yeah? Well, considering you're watching this video, the answer is obviously not. Like I said, gaming companies have been trying to build their brand since the very beginning, and it was actually Activision back in the 70s leading up to about 1983 that took it upon themselves to offer what were essentially achievements before achievement hunters even existed. These are Activision patches, often referred to as Atari patches, although that is sort of incorrect, and we'll discuss why in a little bit. The idea was long-winded by today's standards, but pretty simple for the early 1970s gamer. Unlike nowadays where you get a little notification popping up on the screen breaking you away from the in-depth and heartfelt story found on the screen, back in the day all you needed to do was open up a manual to say, I don't know, kaboom for the Atari 2600, flick to page 4 where you will get your instructions.
Join the Activision Bucket Brigade. If you succeed in scoring 3,000 or more points at Kaboom, send us a picture of the television screen along with your name and address, and we'll enroll you in the Activision Bucket Brigade and send you a special membership emblem.
You would then play the game a lot. I mean, seriously, it was really hard to get the majority of these challenges. Take a dodgy picture on your mum's wind-up camera, take that to go get printed, pray that the reflection from the window didn't cover up your score, go pick them up, send them to Activision, and get your reward patch and a letter congratulating you on your achievement.
Dear Master at Kaboom, you succeeded in scoring at least 3,000 points against our Mad Bomber, and we congratulate you. We are pleased to enroll you as an official member of the Activision Bucket Brigade with the enclosed emblem. Your name has been added to our mailing list, and we will keep you posted on new Activision game cartridges as they become available. Thank you for sharing your achievement with us. If you really get serious about catching bombs and reach an amazing 999,999 points, the maximum, please send us a photo. We'll have another reward for you. We hope you'll try other video game cartridges by Activision and write us about your experiences with them. Yours truly, Jan Marcella, Customer Relations. P.S. Please read the enclosed heat seal instructions carefully. Children should not attempt to heat seal the patch to clothing. Improper use of an iron or related appliance may result in damage to clothing or bodily harm. Your patch may also be sewn to any fabric.
How cool is that? There were bloody loads of these things, not just for the Atari 2600, but also the Atari 5200, the Commodore 64, and the Intellivision. I started this video saying that game companies needed to find creative ways to sell to you and ultimately become the household names that they so want to be, and if I was a youngster back in the day when these machines were all the rage, you can be damn sure that Activision games would have easily been at the top of every single Christmas list, regardless of how good, the other games from other companies would have been. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power and most definitely one of the best examples of marketing and sales done right. Thankfully. And don't worry, the vast majority of Activision games for the Atari 2600 are actually bloody good. I wonder if they're going to offer these patches for the lucky owners of that new Atari VCS. I'm watching you.